Oye con so, ubitia kwa kanti misi mujeni yo. Oye con so, ubitia kwa kanti. Yes, it's your boy Skyker the Miracle, and you're welcome to Keeping It 100. How to be keeping it 100 at high end by how we represent Concosa.com. This is actually brought to you by Andok Prestige Limited, and Endpoint will be particularly clinic. Let's get it. Yes, it's your boy Striker the Miracle, and you're welcome to Keeping It 100. How to be keeping it 100 at high end by how I'm about to introduce my guest. I have my brother in the building, Kafu. Kafu is a personal trainer. Kafu, what's up?
I'm good.
Yeah. I have Mona Lisa in the building. Mona Lisa, welcome back.
Thank you.
She's an author. She actually wrote this book. The title of this book is One Nobody Will Tell You. And then we'll be in country.
Exactly. That's what is in the book. You have to grab a copy of the book.
Grab your copy now. Kantamantu. And I have Sister Doreen in the building. How are you doing, Sister Doreen?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, she's the CEO of Doors Fashionable Kids. And tomorrow, more man, somebody looking fly. I hate Sister Doreen up. But more man looking fly. Yeah, that's what's up. So, guys, our topic for today is single parenting. Single parenting. Mona Lisa, when we say single parenting, what pops up in your mind first?
Single parenting. I think when you are raising a child alone, yeah, it can be like a single mother or a single father. Yeah, raising a child alone.
Yeah, I get it. Careful, bro. That single parent and then it pop up in your mind, Minia.
So, to me, I look at it this way. Bemano, anyim obana awe wie no na wajane ho naka obana kwa na hwakola ntina akodani
single parent. True.
Or the BIM remember no jama no.
But some women also leave their children.
By you don't have to take your shots now. Hold on. I'm tell you. Sister Doreen, when we say single parents, and then a pop in your mind first. Single parenting.
Oh, well, single parents, no.
Yes, please.
Sending my sister kind, I think it's basically one of the parents being either the father or the mother and nurturing the child or children all by him or herself. But the reasons for which are quite enormous. So I think in deeper sense, that's where we'll be focusing more.
Exactly.
Because it really doesn't matter whether it's the man alone or the woman alone, but the totality of the child coming up as a holistic human being is what we're focusing on. So when we go to the reasons, then I think we can talk
we can dive in more. Yeah. Bro, I'm sorry, you just what you say like a man who can't be to my single parent. Was it my man in your
I didn't say.
But basically, you say they're not person and they say
mostly.
No.
Yeah, on a scale of 100%, it's like let's say 90%.
True.
Man,
because the women are the ones always making the noise.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because
why do you say that?
When it's a Mother's Day, women, as we are celebrating ourselves, we will not even use that day to just enjoy. That is the day
for us
to bash men. But when it's like Father's Day, the men who are taking, they taking care of raising their children alone. I've never seen a Father's Day, but anybody here can tell me. But I've never seen a Father's Day that I've seen any man coming after maybe the mother of their kids before. But women do it a lot. They run away and they leave their children. But the men don't talk about it. The men don't talk about it. So society, everybody's always talking about, when we talk about single, people are always talking about mothers. And you know the thing about mothers raising children, it's like when mothers are raising the kids, I feel they even have more advantages than the men. Because, because generally, women receive.
Women receive?
Yes.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, like, if you were a woman, there are advantages that you enjoy just being a woman. How many people dash men money? When a man is broke, like, who dashes a man money?
And they're true.
You know, they will tell you, go and work, go find a job. And maybe you might be working, but still the bills are maybe too much. But a woman will not be working and have decided not to work. And still someone will have pity on her and say, oh, let us give her time. She's a woman. I don't know the meaning of she's a woman though, but people you say, oh, she's a woman, let me just give her something. You know? And then we just enjoy, that privilege. So as a single mother, you have that, you can go to maybe one relative or maybe friends or this and that. But a man, a single father, he being like the mother and the father. One, he cannot going to leave the children. Maybe the child is maybe like maybe 8 months. Yes, some women leave their children 3 months and they go
to the dad.
Of course.
Okay.
So the man leaving the child like maybe like 8 months. Who is he going to give that child to? Because a man, like the kind of jobs that maybe men, like in our part of the world, there are some places that maybe even salon you see guys doing it, but in Ghana here I hardly see maybe men doing some jobs that you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
All right.
So with that aspect about who is he going to leave that child, and two, like nobody is going to give him anything. So the suffering is too much for the men raising the children. I feel people that they were raised by their fathers, they should acknowledge them so that men will also get their credit. I know, yes, women, yes, a single mother, yes, we suffer. But trust me, we have an advantage over the men that we also abandon our children for. So, yeah.
All right. My sister Dory, do you want to add on to anything she said, or you agree with everything she said? Is there something
not totally.
Yeah. Okay.
She made some points that the women tend to have sympathy from a lot more people.
Other people, yeah.
That makes some portion of the women equally take advantage of that. So what I want to rather shift my focus on is the whole system has to support women the way it's supposed to and men the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
I'm not saying the system should support both genders the same.
Equally, yeah.
Maybe it can be, but it supports each gender the way you're supposed to. So if I'm a woman, for example, and per the current system, I get the maternity leave and the man doesn't. If physically he's not there, I can't blame him. That's why the employer, the family, the society, the community will tend to feel or exhibit some sort of empathy or sympathy or support or because of the system. So put the system aside. And then the reality on the ground cannot be kind of pushed negatively towards one gender.
One gender, okay.
Did they give paternity leave to men?
Not here in this country that I know of.
So
but elsewhere,
this thing
yes.
We have to. So imagine a man that maybe the woman has run, the mother has run away, and he doesn't. The men don't have paternity leave. So how would the man also raise the children? So it means that society have been so unfair to men.
Oh God.
And it's so sad.
It's so sad.
It's really sad. I just realized that men don't have paternity leave, really.
Don't have it.
And you people are saying men don't support us to raise our children. So they don't have paternity leave. So meaning that they've assumed that we have to do all that.
We have to do all that.
Baby, think about it.
I know, but
Bro, you want to add on to something that she was saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
No, not to add. I want to understand.
subtract.
something.
Okay, you want to add? you want to
But
add?
what's that paternity leave? What
You
is
know
it?
the maternity leave, like when a woman,
But so
yeah.
the
So
paternity,
maybe they'll say maybe 3 months or 4 months, maybe she can stay home to take care of
the man.
No, she's saying, say, Oban to me try for 3 months, leave you to Yanaka, I say, money do. I
And so
don't know,
that
Beman,
your
so,
child
well,
has-
also, war, as a guy, and I don't know to me because
leave
okay.
because you
paternity.
yes, you have a child. So maybe you want also to be a way to support the mother
Yeah,
because
support them.
when mothers are breastfeeding their children, they don't sleep at night. So maybe if the father can also be around to support. So if we are bashing men that they don't support, I mean, to raise our children or whatever, then it means that we have to also look at the system.
All right. So, do you get it now? Is there something you want to ask again?
Remember, need the mom. So paternity leave.
So justice for men.
They
They need paternity
I
leave.
bet you need some more.
They need paternity leave.
That's how I will understand it.
Bro,
This I live in the end. Ube You are come to take care of stuff.
Yeah. So like the first question I wanted to ask is: do women use pregnancy to trap men?
Oh,
do
yes.
women
Yes.
use
Oh, yes.
pregnancy to
Oh,
trap
yes.
men? Yeah.
Yes.
A lot.
Does it even work?
Sometimes.
Sometimes it does.
Oh, hold on, let me get Kafu's view first.
Sometimes. It didn't work on me.
Yeah,
So I
but
can't
on your
really-
general, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Why a girl got pregnant for you and
Oh, no.
you didn't take it?
No, it won't
Why
work.
did you do that?
Are you listening to me?
Okay, say it again.
I said it won't work until you see that. That won't be so.
I thought you said you did it and she brought the pregnancy and you didn't take it.
No.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
But due to some of the stories I've heard,
Now you are talking because how you said it won't work on you. I
because
thought
I've not experienced it.
good. Okay, cool.
For a
So
woman to tell me, "Oh,
she's
I'm
pregnant.
pregnant,"
Uh-huh.
do you understand? I've not experienced that.
Because you are always in control.
Or you use protection.
Yeah, kind of. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let's
Or
not
your
go
pull out game is fast. It's good. Took a true. Hey, much for me fast.
But even with that, the woman can still get pregnant.
Nah.
Yes.
If you pull out game is good,
Yes,
the
yes,
woman
yes.
won't get pregnant.
Yeah, yes.
Jesus'
That's
name,
that's
why?
where
It's
the trap
possible.
comes
It's
in.
possible.
Jesus' name,
That's
why?
No,
where
it's
the traps.
possible.
That's where the trap comes.
It's
In Jesus'
possible.
name, it
It's
will never
possible.
happen.
You can still get
You
pregnant.
won't get pregnant from that.
You can.
You are a liar.
Yes,
one we
it's
won't
possible.
accept it.
You can find out. It's possible.
All right. So the question that I asked.
Yeah. So yes, I believe in most cases it does work for them, but some cases it doesn't work. Because let's say if the man is like a religious person, or should I say he's so religious, or I should use maybe the person is misinformed or something, because some people they use religion to. They think, okay, maybe I'm doing the right thing, but I feel they're just destroying their lives. Because the person can say, oh, for me, I don't want my church to think that I have a child and I've not married a woman, so I have to do it for my church. You know, so they will just marry the woman for the church. But if you have most people don't also care. So the woman will have the child, they feel like, oh, I'm not getting enough love and attention from him, but I'm sure if I have a child for him,
he will give me
that attention.
All right, that one.
And when it doesn't work,
now
that's
they
when they
start
put
blaming-
all the bitterness, even on the child. Some
Who
mothers,
has a
the way they,
like,
and you know why?
Yeah, before
Especially
you
when the
mention-
child looks like the father.
and him show papa. That's crazy. Huh?
No, I'm telling you.
Shana seems to have experience.
I don't have no experience. I know. I'm talking about movies that I've watched and stuff like that.
Okay.
Sister Doreen. So the question again, you want me to ask again or you got a question? Should I ask again?
Whether
Do women use pregnancy to trap
as
men?
traps.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to ask the opposite.
Can
Are
men
you gonna-
use
Yes. Pregnancy to
yes.
trap the women? Are you going to ask that question?
Okay, let me ask that too. Okay, that's
Okay,
how
great. So I'm going to just combine the two.
Yeah,
then.
combine it.
So on the surface, yes, women can use pregnancy to trap a man.
But let's go deeper, she said.
Yes. And then the men can equally use pregnancy to trap us
How?
emotionally. The men know that we are emotional beings as women.
Okay.
And so he would want me. Ordinarily, I'm not paying attention to him. And so when those moments come,
You
and
do the
then,
do.
Exactly,
That's what she's trying to say. You do the do.
Then, and you know what? I might not like you. So someone will say, why do you even do with the person? But I might like the person, but I don't want baby, something like that.
Yeah.
And the person wants me
what kind
for
of like
a
is
long
that? What
term.
What kind of
But what kind of
complications
like
are
is
that?
that?
Oh, but it's
don't
a
like that?
decision.
You don't like me and you want to
Not that I don't like your baby, but perhaps I don't want a baby as a human being.
Okay.
But let's be
But you
honest.
like
Some
the
girls
guy.
don't really like the guy. They like the guy for some certain stuff, but they don't want their baby.
Yes, it's true. I mean, for both
But
ends.
why?
Don't say some girls, for both ends.
No, men don't do that.
Oh, men, you do.
I'll have a baby with a girl I don't want to have a baby with.
Men don't
Because
do
you want
that.
to have hair in your life forever.
For what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
In your life forever.
No.
Then
No, I get
you
what-
play a role in her
Yeah,
life. Okay, so with that,
Like, I
with
know-
that,
I
with
know-
that, will
I know
he-
something.
Will he take care of her or not?
No, yeah, of course. Because
But she is saying that he will not take care of her.
that's what you're saying.
No.
That's
You
what
can
she's
take
saying.
care of her or you
Oh,
cannot take
okay,
care of her.
okay.
But
Somebody
I just
might
want
want to,
her
let's
in my
say,
life
Melissa.
forever.
Okay, but
So-
that one, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but
Because
go
what
on.
we
I
are-
wanted to get
the
your
men
full.
bit, yes.
Yeah.
And then the man would want me in their lives. If I say me, I mean for a person.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking in general. I get
Yes.
it.
In his life forever. So emotionally, he traps me. I will lay loose going to bed with you simply because we had some discussions. Perhaps you've told me that you are infertile. So if you are infertile, of course, I'm not going to get pregnant. So I can choose, if I'm okay with your STD status and the rest, I can choose not to protect myself because I'm not protecting myself against pregnancy because he can't get me pregnant. He will lie to us that...
But excuse me, how will you know that the STD status and whatever is...
Oh, maybe we've gone to test and everything and then we are...
But someone that's really don't want to have a child, if you can do the STD, I'm sure you also do fertility tests to be sure.
You know, sometimes you give room for trust. So
then
based on what you're
you will not
telling
even
me...
do the STD test.
No. STDs, I remember... I'm personalizing it now.
No, you can just,
there was a time...
You don't even have to go deep, like you can go...
Like a guy came to my life and then before anything at all, I drove him to the hospital. I paid a lab test and everything. And then we did our STDs and all that and it was like, oh, I'm impressed. And I'm like, yeah, because at this point, I feel like anything can happen. So, and then I did it.
No, because
I never tested his fertility level because that time I was not thinking of a baby.
Yeah, so I'm saying that someone that is thinking of a baby should also do that test too. So that because if you say a man has trapped you with pregnancy, looking at how pregnancy happens, if you're a woman and you have unprotected sex with someone, what do you expect? What do you expect when you have unprotected sex?
Nothing.
I don't. Yes.
Is it not pregnancy?
No. I might be safe.
When you have,
I might be safe.
What are you talking about?
So I can
so many girls have
taken
taken the precautions already.
Yes, I might be safe.
It always don't work.
Oh,
that is why even when you buy
percentage-wise, but on a larger percentage.
Yes,
No,
it always don't work.
what
See,
you're
there are
saying
some
is
women.
not fact.
See, it's fact because some women.
And you'll be dad. They are expecting a baby. Like, what are you
So
expecting?
why do you have unprotected sex if you are not?
Yeah, to have
expecting a
beautiful
child?
orgasms and love the sex. What are you talking about?
No.
To feel the when I'm coming,
If you don't want, no. If you don't want a child,
don't have a protected
or if
sex.
you are not, of course, you have to
we
protect
will have
yourself.
We don't engage in intimacy solely because of children.
So you protect yourself.
No. That's
You
not-
protect
that's-
yourself because the sperm going to meet the egg. What do you
He's asking you a question.
You protect yourself
with condom?
Is it? Do you like it that way?
Even to them, they don't
like it that way.
No, if I'm
They'll
not,
be
if
like, how
I'm
can
not.
you?
You are a liar.
Why is I'm a liar?
If you like it,
If I'm not expecting a child.
Let's do an experiment.
They'll be like, how?
If you don't like it, don't smile.
If I don't like what? Yeah, everybody knows I love smiling.
No.
I love smiling. I can't stop. No, I can't stop.
You like what protected says you.
Why'd you say that? No.
Then I'm just saying. Everybody
why
likes
would
it
you
that
even?
way.
Not
But-
everybody. You don't know my life on that. You don't know about my.
No, we just
private
asked
life.
we're discussing on
complete
it.
what I was
Yeah,
saying.
complete. Yeah.
So one of the reasons or ways through which men will trap a woman is when we've had conversations like you're not fertile, so I'm okay. I don't want a baby now, so I do with you. Maybe you've had vasectomy, so I'm okay. I can do it with you. Sometimes they intentionally will get the condom torn. I don't know how they do it, but that is all the traps.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all the traps. So at the end of the day, I've gotten pregnant for you. You've trapped me. Depending on who I am, I can walk away or choose to stay.
But you can.
But would the
if
man
you
be
want to
active
get
in
rid
the
of the
woman's
baby, you
life?
can, right?
That's
Another topic for another day.
Not
But
another
as long
topic, like
as
another
the man is
decision
going
I'll
to be
have
active in
make.
the woman's life, I feel
but
it's
I would
okay.
have wished not to get there because we've had
Conversations already.
that assured me that I wasn't going to even get there.
I understand.
So
Yeah.
then he tricked me. He
Trick
trapped
you.
me.
What trick you?
Yes.
Yeah, with the pregnancy.
So both ends work.
And is he going to be
Women
there?
do trap
Is
Is he going to
men.
be? Is he going to be there for you in the pregnancy?
I was.
What do you mean
that's
be
not
there
what is
for you?
important
When you
to
say
me.
be
I
there for
didn't
you,
want to get
Because
pregnant.
right now
It's not
we are
about you
talking about
being
the
there for
single
me.
parenting. So if people plan like, okay, if a man say, okay, I want a child, but okay, maybe he has trapped you or whatever, but if he's going to be active and take care of the child, I mean.
No, but Melissa, I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
I
get the
wasn't
point. That's
ready for it. You
why. That's why
trapped
the
me.
word
So,
trap
okay.
coming.
Yeah, I wasn't ready
So
for
then
it.
what happens to the baby then?
That's-
Take it out.
I have to make that decision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
have to
whether
make that
yeah,
decision, yes.
bro. I wanted to ask this: do we have single fathers? Audience, okay. Honestly, I don't think there are a lot. Maybe personally, but do you think we have them?
Yeah, we have
We
them.
have them. We have them.
And they are there a lot, but they don't talk.
And
Well, what do you think?
I must say that they tend to do great
Yes.
Yeah.
at
yeah,
parenting.
yeah.
Single
Hey.
fathers,
Yeah.
they
Hey.
tend to do great at. I feel
When
like
you say that, what do you mean?
you see when a mother and a father are living together, the physical pull is not as much when they are parenting alone. I don't know if it's over believing in us. that will take care of things.
Yes.
So he will meet the boys more time.
Yes.
He will do overwork at work and all that. But if it is all about them, you see them coming home early. You see them, whoever is helping, whether the school teacher or if he has help.
And they won't bring women to their house.
It's
and
like
most
they are
especially
really
if
on
the
point.
kid is a
girl.
They won't bring women to their house.
Them really cool.
Yeah, they won't bring women to their
I
house.
think at this point we'll say kudos to single
fathers,
fathers.
single fathers out there.
Who are doing
fathers.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, because me had to be a father at a young age. No, a father is not somebody that always give birth.
Oh, of course,
Yeah,
an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I have to
so
look. I have to look out for my little brother. You understand? Yeah.
Well done.
Make sure he's good and all
Well
of that.
done.
Yeah.
But
Make
bro,
sure. Yeah.
I noticed, I realized something there. When it comes to the fathers, there's single fathers. Yeah. They tend to sort themselves out later. They find another woman to accept them for who they are at the moment and everything. And I mean, life continues.
But that thing, don't you say a boy because moment I'm going
to fortunate to get a woman in their life done.
True, I get it, but that thing, I think
it affects you because
wow, no, I get it.
But sometimes one say Oban on in the world because Oban was Baba Kunitino. One say still no. Akwala ni papa play role.
Yeah.
Akwala life nti yemfa say wo ni ba ni bi. Na obefa e bia lady
we all know Baba Kwa.
Be affect you because say akwala ni papa play role e wo life.
Yemfa ni say akwala ni so ni papa ni play role obi won ma wa wo ba ko minim girl be wa wo ba ko but ne ba na papa no ko on ten can almost years.
Say on play role that's when it works.
Good, but let's take it from this part. What say member need na work? Sometimes member do oba ko worry or baby. Enim no almost say but do kofi na oja oba na with oba na no born Mortal Kombat.
And so
exactly.
And so but no dey shed and doors normally
no doors no bro GBD a doors too much cause man dey no. O papa ni mo betumi asra church or
normally young member no yen
no step mothers.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
The stepmothers. Women, we don't support ourselves.
Yeah.
So like telling my sister, we don't. Women, we treat our fellow women's children very bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, like no,
you know, I come into contact with a lot
like
of mothers, and some of them, all the kids they come to the shop with are not necessarily their biological.
But that's
they are coming out with them, not home.
No. Even if they are not there, it's the conversation we had. We
Or somebody told you, are you in the
see,
house?
No. I see them putting extra effort. It all depends on the man that is in my life. Okay. If my king is treating me like a queen, trust me, if I will treat him back as a king.
But majority, we all know that we
but
have more wicked stepmothers
let me get the point
and other people. So when the man is treating me well in the house, by extension, the respect, the love, the care I give him, it goes for all the children.
Sister Doreen, you are getting the whole thing wrong in the sense that a man can treat you right, fine, beautifully, but you see how he's treating his kid too, very beautifully, getting her the kid gifts and all of that. Jealousy can pop up from anywhere.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm just.
You are a mother and you are getting jealous.
Maybe
because
you are
that
talking from
kid
your
is
experience.
representing the ex.
Thank you. So the moment you see how
you might think
that
that
treats the two of us, our children, differently.
No, maybe you don't even have kids. You have an country, maybe equally, Krana. Once or two man the bano, or 2 weeks from bano, but how present man bano, regardless of anything.
You might
think, hey,
yes, even miss the mother.
Even still, even so, or treaty need any year, not treaty.
Some people will have some ill, hey, they're not cheesy.
Because Obe she said, Obe she said, current, no, treating it more than
exactly. Let's not even lie to ourselves. It happens. So like, let's get on to the next question. Mona Lisa, I wanted to ask, why don't we celebrate single fathers? Why do you think we don't celebrate single fathers?
Because I mean, we assume it's the mothers that do all the job. We assume that no, it's not true. And we assume that motherhood is like a stage that when you get, it's like you were a saint, you are you see people writing motivational quotes that everybody, nobody will. They say, oh, what? Everybody will lie to you, but your mother will tell you the truth or something. The whole world will turn their back at you, but a mother will be there. Is it me that I will be there? Because if somebody...
So you won't be there for your children?
I'm not saying I'll not be there for, but I'm saying that it's very normal for I to give birth to a child and be there for that child. Because that is my blood. So I don't see anything, I don't really see anything. What do you say?
A lot of men don't be there for their children. That's fine.
And a lot of women also don't be there for their children.
But it doesn't happen more than that.
It happens a lot, but we don't talk about it. And that is the awareness we have to create.
Is it true?
Yes, because when people have issues with their mothers, when people have issues with their mothers, if you have issue with your father, if I come to tell you that, oh, my father, this, you tell me, your father is seeing another person, that's why he's not minding you. If I come to tell you my mother is treating me, but you tell me, oh, it's your mother, have patience, your mother loves you. Even out of the pain, they will say your mother loves you. They will find a way to tell you your mother loves you. Even when you are dying, they say you are dying because of love. Maybe you need to even die. Your mother has seen something. Of course.
Nobody will die.
It's true. They will say maybe your mother can see a life after death.
Hey,
so endure. No, because if the pain is coming from the mother's side, it's love. But it's coming from the father's side, it's wickedness.
No.
It's true. When people complain about their fathers, people say your father is wicked. They don't even want to hear all the story. They will say, yes, it's true. It even happened to one of my friends. That's how the father. But when it happens to, if it's from the mother's side, they say, oh, maybe she has a mental problem. We make excuses for motherhood. So because we see it to be like a different thing. But for me, I feel like, the fatherhood, like fathers are the best. Trust me. Because I don't even know why we treat it so special. Women treating their children special. Like someone carried the child for like 9 months. Even you buy screen protectors for your phones. How more than someone carrying a child for 9 months? Is it not normal that I see something happen and I want to go help my child? I have suffered 9 good months.
Like you.
Is it really a joke? 9 good months.
All right, cool.
But there's one thing I like about this madam.
Woman,
You followers,
judging from the last episode we had with her,
tell us you also, and you cry,
No, but that's the truth.
do you really support men or you do it for the
No, I honestly support men.
sometimes I
If you see my book,
Let's clap
I
for you.
dedicated my
We
book
have
to
to
my
support
dad.
men.
I dedicated my book to my dad. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I do. I really do because I've taken my time to study, men very well.
Very well.
And they are wonderful people.
On that note, this actually brought to you by Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic and Andok Prestige Limited. This keeping 100. Sister Doreen, I was asking Mona Lisa a question. I was like, why don't we celebrate single fathers?
Okay. Why don't we celebrate?
Yeah, but
you
honestly,
really skewed the question.
Because at the end of the day, we can't like you saw single mothers some more. Like, so why don't we celebrate single fathers?
Let me Lisa mention something. I say when it's Mother's Day, or the reason we see that mothers are being celebrated is the, let me say, noise.
Yeah.
Is the whole activities and noise that we make around the celebration.
And the
She's
songs.
the one who
And
gives
the
life.
songs and everything.
That's
That's
why
we get to hear about it. But our
Single
men
fathers.
do not feel that we don't celebrate you enough, like when you're fathers.
Yeah, they don't
Sometimes we celebrate you. Sometimes we celebrate you in our hearts, in the deepermost part of our hearts. We know that you are great. Saying it is one. And then you see, you fathers or men, when it's even, for example, your birthday, and we go like, you know what, I'm going to order a cake, I'm going to do this, and most of the men, they tend to tell us that, hey, this year, my birthday, me cake, my birthday, me celebration, Debbie. But the thing is, if it's my birthday, you are getting cake for the house. If it's child one's birthday, you are doing it. So we also want to celebrate you, then you say no. So the celebration that you don't seem, society doesn't seem to acknowledge that we are celebrating you, partly comes from you. You stop us when we want to celebrate you, fathers. You stop us. So please do not stop us. Let's feel free to celebrate you the way we want to. And we will make the noise to be more, yes.
So
for
even
it to
when
be,
you become successful, you want to buy a car for your father will say, for me, I want to continue working.
oh, haven't Haven't you heard that before?
Your father say he wants to continue.
Oh,
Then
no,
since your
When
father
I
is a wizard,
had
your
my
father,
first
you become
salary,
successful.
That is my
Once
national
enough.
service salary. It was really tiny, but I put in an envelope. Clearly remember the circumstance, and I said, Daddy, this is my first salary, so please take it. You've done it.
He said
No.
national-
He
he
said
said-
no.
you said when you finish your
keep
what?
it. When I was doing national service.
Exactly.
So the first money
I said the word, don't
You
say that.
become financially successful. You have your Rolls Royce pack here, everything pack here.
No.
And you
No,
you
it's
see
the
your
same.
father is
The
The
working.
person that will do
Your father
it
is
small
working.
is
It's
the
only
same
Rolls
person
Royce,
that
No,
will
I'm
do
just
it
giving you an
big.
example.
No, so listen to what she was saying.
Yes,
That's-
so instead of my father to take the
Money and say, oh,
He
I
did not.
appreciate
He
it and
said,
God bless
no,
you.
No. Take it. I mean, use it to buy. I had a small car. Use it to buy fuel or save it and all that.
That's a father.
But you see, my mother.
Budget.
I took some of the money and bought her favorite stuff and wrapped it and gave it to her. She didn't give it back to me.
So now you
She
confirm the
took
fathers
it,
are-
and then so the fathers are preventing us from celebrating them. That is
Some,
what I would
yeah,
say.
true,
Yes,
some.
most of the fathers, they feel like it's not necessary. I don't know if it's because of the money we put in, and that money
I
is
don't
not
think
even much. Because
father,
the things you
if
do
your
for
father
us,
knows
when-
you financially you are doing very well.
I said
your
when
father
I
will
get
not
big, I'll do it
prevent
for you. So
from
when I get
Debbie,
small,
but
and
some
I'm
of
doing
them-
it,
Some
you have
okay,
to accept.
different from what you are saying, you know.
No, what I'm saying is
Wako
generally,
different, wako
see,
different.
generally in our homes, we all know that when, even as kids, when people ask children that, when he becomes, I said, what will you do? He said, I will buy this and this for my mom. You will not hear kids talking because of how, yes, because of how we talk about it, that, oh, when you take care of your mother,
Then
God
I
will
think
bless
you meet a lot of broken kids.
Oh, it's not about, but see,
Yeah.
we
With a
all
lot
know
of
this
broken kids.
because what you are saying, right?
You are showing too much care for us.
Yeah.
We don't like it again.
Yeah, we don't like
You don't
that.
like
Because-
it, okay,
no,
well, why don't I have a
because-
father?
too much
I have
care
father.
for
I have.
No,
I have a father.
but you
I have
wanted to
brothers.
ask something first.
Why am I trim here? The two.
No,
But you wanted to ask
because
something
that's the
first.
reality. That's the reality. People don't get money and say, oh, the first thing I want to do is to buy something for my dad. The first
no,
thing they want to do
you
is
know,
to buy
let me-
something.
let me-
let me
They'll
tell
say
you.
for their mother.
Let me tell you something.
Tell us something.
I'm not a father,
Yeah.
okay, yet.
Yeah.
But I believe the way I am, if my daughter or my son want to appreciate me with something, maybe one day, I believe I'll tell my son, oh, don't worry. Because with that, I see success in that. I
Exactly.
feel like I'm good.
I'm good.
That, for my son or my daughter
What
should
Jimmy,
show
when the
me
thought of it,
that
crying makes me-
alone makes me
Yeah,
So
success.
meaning that.
So it doesn't mean I'm even preventing
Vetting
him
for,
from not. Or
but I
no.
just like the fact that he even thought
And
of
you
me. He
people
said,
are
and
not
Kapo,
just
it's
being
okay.
real.
"We are being
In
real."
your own
No,
small
that's what it
business.
is.
Because you know why?
You've been able
Because
to
you know
support
why?
your child through education, everything. He has gotten a job, he's doing well. So he wants to come and renovate
you know what?
wherever
You know
you
why?
are for you. Then you say
Mona.
that, oh, your child should keep
Oh,
the
so,
money.
Mona,
Mona,
that's
you
the problem. Who should carry renovation of a dime?
Whatever it is.
No, they won't.
Whatever it is.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But listen. The point is, say a year dine or besesano. Say a year bibi kakra bi no nya. Say a credit kwa no to go for say that the musumu winning patrochi we cry a call. The thought of it come because oh. Why are there? I don't know when you're
Because
and that's how Baba see Diana. So, how you do one mile? Who do one man? Because wow, everybody will be proud of you.
So when you are saying that men don't allow themselves to be celebrated.
Most of them,
Yes.
because we don't even want to worry
Exactly.
you.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So that even show how loving you people are.
Yeah, we are loving.
Sometimes I'll be like.
So
"Farmer
meaning
woman,
men
eh."
are loving than
What
women.
did I say?
Exactly.
Sometimes I'll
Yes.
be like.
So that's
"Farmer
what
woman."
that's what you
Like
say.
that.
Okay,
Don't you
so
know
right
that?
now
Men are
so-
loving than women. I'm
okay.
saying it on record.
So meaning that women do things on conditions, because if it's only mothers that
No,
accept.
some women know how to love properly.
No, because if you people say
Some
that,
girls love because of what
fathers
they
will
will
say
get.
that, oh, I don't want anything, so keep it. But mothers will take it.
Oh,
then
mommy
it
do
means
all
that
no,
they are
mommy probably
taking,
to me, yes, sir.
and then it means that they are taking something because they know they've done something.
No.
Oh.
Obi one so mommy be one more show off. Say your sister Doreen bet me akwa ya dey no. And if crash up catch them say, "Wait, me ba Doreen na dey be chair me o. Mommy for be one man, especially the commercial mothers no. O channel cap crana. Then na for be no. Fa e cap no dey be chair me no bra. O say, I just say yeah. And I cap no brother na dey buy. And fit. Yeah, mommy for one they take price. Oh, bet sure say me papa boy shemi and when listen the top me papa be one man. We don't have this conversation say yo. Now papa boy when be try. Me after me church say why feel the chair na kojo the thoughts akabu. We don't discuss that. But women sometimes say nice. Even the girls on concern boy to be banana any fair. Oh, me boy and I like in my person I don't know like they appreciate stuff.
But Bema on discuss.
But me need time come
Okay, maybe it's you people, but some men want to be celebrated. Let's celebrate the men.
Of course, I'm not saying
Fathers.
I'm not saying say
if we get money, let's take off our fathers.
Okay.
If you see two parents in the house, you'll be sending money to your mother to be giving your father. It's not nice.
No.
It's
You're
not
talking
nice.
for some people. Don't
It's
make
not
it
some
general.
people, but we all know in our homes.
Oh, we all know.
When
I'm
people
telling you
become
what I've seen.
successful, because we believe that it's your mother's prayer. Even when somebody says, "Oh, your mother is praying for you,"
Mona,
what if it's your father that was praying for you?
The way we see our success story. Mo inkwara no mu hu ni sao. What I say? For like I was saying, that will be my success story. Say,
Good.
oh, I've been able to invest in my kids. They have grown up. They are trying, or they want to show something back. For the fact that I invested in you, or I took care of you, and you appreciate, and you didn't destroy your life. You didn't use that as an advantage to just gallivant around. Taking certain life upon yourself, and you didn't destroy your life, and you have grown up to become a successful person. That one alone makes me successful.
Yes.
It is not what you want to do for me. Do you understand?
So can we then say that in celebrating you is, for example, being a better person
Exactly.
for ourselves?
That's it.
But it's not as loud.
Yeah.
See, it's silent
Sometimes
celebration.
your father
but
can even
within
see you
you-
now.
Yes,
Also,
yes.
book out
Extremely
you.
happy.
It's very loud
Yeah.
within me because when
So I think back to the
Ibania
question, then
Yeah.
we'll say that we do celebrate fathers.
Yeah,
Yes.
some fathers get celebrated.
Yeah.
Not
We
all.
shall see on Father's Day.
No, me,
This
I
Father's Day, I'll be
appreciate.
watching.
No, me, I
I'll be
appreciate.
monitoring
I appreciate
everything.
my father a lot because growing up, I thought he was worrying me. Later, I grew up and he was looking out for me. Yeah, so I respect that man. That's my mentor right there. You understand?
Yeah.
So some people celebrate their dad. Some people don't celebrate their dad because of reasons maybe you don't know.
Yes.
Some fathers we on my you good. Send a good fathers here were really bad fathers too.
Of course.
Let's not lie to ourselves.
Of course.
And at the country, many people celebrate their mother because we all to me we witness say we send no who a brand and my main bread or turn out the share and papa ni honum e be okubisa papa na de kra on farm na say on pay attention on tune for crowd and I say one am no most of the people go through that. Most of footballers go through that.
But they should ask their mothers too.
No.
Unless maybe they were married, but if maybe your mom have a child with someone that is married, or maybe your mom had a child with a man, maybe that they were this and that, and then maybe you happen to suffer. Know the story behind why your father is not in your life.
I understand where you're
You need
coming
to know
from.
the story.
Therefore, more and
You
you
need to know the
obi
story.
obi awawarina anyemo. Let's come back to the fact here. Maybe I'm a sister Dorianka, but this is your child we are talking about. Say my menokran I want to let's not shy away from the responsibility. Say you have a kid. What am I saying? You have to step up as a man. It's no you say akola no kra na maame na on say
Yeah, I'm not justifying that.
But I'm just saying say a lot of people on man pass so maame phone bo mu ba na omo de shom say papa no nyo no papa na jam but unyini a utumi nyini be level bi na we see papa just once utumi what to me analyze this situation on where the mama boy
Don't kill me.
Mama phone one mom to be throw
Very true, yeah.
or you fucking or you say hey one show me and my show sir echi onyini na bitterness me papa me shana me ye me papa but one conversation with
You're right.
mommy or hard
But
we
rapid
are
okay. Do you think is very important, or is it even necessary for the woman to tell
the kid what's going through
what happened?
because ebi ade be man dey do ono no or person will program it that same
Yes.
No, it's not right. I'm just saying it's not right, but whether you're right and you're right, why you know the truth.
Yes.
So that's why the reason why I'm asking this.
Okay.
Once their mona can said say parents know to me country in Kolano the story behind.
Of course, but here's the thing,
because sometimes mammy bet me a catcher because sometimes mammy in fault.
Yes.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Story being one will be able to against maybe no have problems to see.
So you the child will look for the
story and say, "Careful the boom in che, and I'm a bullet and bony blue." But careful to kind of story striking the woman with Tiam and I should. Nobody tells the story according to me because me and my sister Doreen on me Tiam on didn't attend and talk starting. Nobody tells the story that way.
Yeah.
No matter how I story it be, and send a baby benefit because oh, sister Doreen in here. That's how we tell stories.
I feel like the most important thing is send your story need to be no. Mami no men say papa no Emma akwala. So far as papa no enye
mo
Papa no so men say mami no e ma uba no.
But
I mean,
say
create a different generation.
But this is what you don't know.
But this is what
you
put bitterness.
God bless you. But this is what you don't know.
Heart.
There's nothing that can be hidden under the sun. No,
it should come out for the
regardless. Even if you tell different stories.
Till na satan what titino.
Good.
What titino the adipa action.
Yes.
He or she knows how to, go around it and even fix it.
You get
what I say?
Yeah.
Because some of the kids grow up to come and fix,
very
bring back
bitter.
their parents.
Even my father did not even take you. Who are you? What can you even do to me? Because the person is feeling like even my father was not even there for me. The way my father used to treat me, who are you? So now they even tend to even if you are dating such people, they are very bitter because they feel that nobody loves them.
Only they say ya dream. Your friend say, "Ebia, mami we aye obibi." What I say? Because who bitterness man into. Who say meaning fine crampwa.
Now so you have problem.
So now you want to say something that will make me hate it. And bring it problem no.
A lot of problems.
Rather that one is not necessary.
At all.
What I say?
At all.
Adipa but that's what goes
because
on.
Because ebia memen to you papa mama Mona Lisa, ebia na my papa mama sister Doreen.
Yes. Yeah.
So there was something that you wanted to ask about single parent. Like I wanted to get a couple of questions from you guys too because it's a conversation when you interview.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me quickly add.
I don't think. Of course.
Then I'll go to that. It's the same like a kind. It's very, very true. So what now we are single parents, no matter the reason we ended up being single parents, you even owe it to yourself and the child because you would want to bring up a very, very, very morally upright individual into this society. And and for na dream say we parents back or it is you and him or her.
Yeah.
And in for quality. Esan say obenyi sa negativity now the man no they living a life. No, they living a life why a bad job at parenting.
Yeah.
Because what you could have affected positively, what rather affected negatively.
Nice.
And parents, mama ya fan share adwemu pa say no matter what.
Bibi damakuma so.
Yeah, fatwa about
that. Then ha me.
And then how me.
E bi kra wo me fie.
And then you be bra.
Yen funny say
It's a full kill me.
Yen funny.
I say a drone advert. Bra ko kuna then.
And you bra.
You be bra.
Yes, I started.
This guy will kill me.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Ebia oba oni bema awo ebia omo wo nkwala ti said 3 and amienu.
Okay.
Na bema no nso ewo. Okay, let me use as we are here.
Okay.
Wife nie. Why? Unwo mba dada mienu. Ena second wife nso nie. Unni wo mma mienu.
Okay.
We ono nso oni oja no wakowu baako oni bema
afa akoko by chai 3 or ba 3. Okay.
Will you advise woman na oni we no one say won sa mami we ni ba baako no oba advise we man say eno nye ni nua all because it's different father different father and besides enye ni mami so
I get exactly what you mean. Like blood related. I get it. It's make a chairman man say sa we bana wako wo nche na enya me ba no we man bi no enya omunua no. Enya say because because omu free
but kai hun say uni we wo ba. Yeah. Into automatically you have to create a bond. Say man when say ni we bana oni bema fura ko wo no. Say wo ma we so mamia. Do you understand?
I get what you mean.
Yes.
But sometimes in parents maybe we better me catch we say there be way there.
Now what would bring this discussion? Then parents back with him say
because no, because sometimes in Kwalanu per se eti bibia say.
Yeah, Akwalanu to be say
Akwalanu say ni step sisters and ni step brothers.
It's way swear.
We so step enia.
But But say distance woman.
Oh, but still,
Yes,
there is a
but-
common parent.
But
Yeah,
there's
and
a
also
common
still.
parent.
But there's a,
parent.
there's not a
Still,
common parents.
who does it?
no.
Matewase pa,
Yeah.
Matewase. But see, the reason we are saying there's no common parents.
Parents, I say, because-
Matewase. We no say a krata sembi na yeah.
Okay.
And then I was say you call it dito.
Dito.
Good.
But in,
But and I'm saying society for this purpose of the purpose of this discussion, societal living and I share. It's a way you know. It's a who you cry say.
But I
You
mean,
but
have
any a
to-
woo, any a woo na walk out. But a lot of men because say
not
that's-
men, no, the
Akwala
women.
no. Okay.
Oh,
The women.
Yeah. Papa.
What I say,
Sa
the
we
men.
baba kono kono de nya oba.
Yes, because yes, because once
So what you be kuda? What you be kuda?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, but no,
It's, you know, sometimes women no can't. Check
And
Nkola
yeah,
no.
and yeah.
Well, it's a sana we any on himself, sir. Me papa mami no no de me nua.
Yeah.
But
other one there.
because enya me papa banti no.
Onye me ne.
Enya unia.
David.
Yeah, which is
Do you understand? Which is very bad.
Very bad.
What I say,
Yeah.
ma omunti as a fatity omo
yeah,
na
that was
omu
what she was saying, that what you put in
omu-
the child.
I
It's
need
very
Yeah, what you
important,
were
yes.
saying.
Because me minimum be a madam for bakwa or pen stepmother asem and mami. It is all about the training. Whatever you are putting in them today, we are all beneficial of it tomorrow.
Facts.
Maybe the
And
love
you
the
know,
stepmother
yes.
has shown.
Fact.
It's
It's because I
about
want to meet Chantro Chobiano.
Yes,
It will take some time.
Yes,
Like,
they will
it's
know
just a
the
matter of
truth.
time. About say,
They will know the
Parents
truth.
should do that.
They will know the truth.
yeah, regardless,
do that.
we bet you me kasa say me to be team about boy when you ka
Oh,
ko
yes.
about say
It's
no
just a
we
matter of-
we
Yes.
na killer no.
Yes.
Eh ho. Enti manalisha baba ko dey am ka ko fana ba no ni do yi mana bo.
because
Yeah, is there something that you wanted to add on before we round up?
No,
Yeah.
are we done?
Yeah, if there's a couple of questions that you want to add to it,
And okay, so what I want to say is
or if there's a
Fathers.
question you can ask.
no,
too.
I want that father side.
Okay,
that
I go to the father side.
people should make peace with their fathers. It doesn't matter whether your father took care of you or not. Make peace with your fathers. Your blessings are in the hands of your fathers and not your mothers. Like me as a Christian, I know in the Bible it was fathers that were blessing their children, not mothers. And we all know that if God has made men the heads, and maybe fortunately or unfortunately, your mom wasn't married to have, that kind of family, for you to have that family kind of thing. But so maybe you might feel like, oh, okay, maybe I'm from a broken home, or maybe my parents did not marry before having me, so it means my father doesn't have any power or something. No. As long as when that sperm came out, it met the egg and you came, you are, somebody say your father's sperm, right?
No. I'm
Yeah.
not,
Yes, you are. Of course.
No.
Of course.
No.
So he still has some power.
Listen. Everybody,
Everybody what?
everybody can be a father, but it takes more to be a dad. That's
No,
the
what
only
I'm concerned, yeah, I know everybody can be a
So,
father,
I'm not
but
a
we are
sperm.
talking
I'm not a
about,
sperm. So let's get that fact
no,
right.
we are talking about the people having issues with their biological fathers because they feel they were not in their lives. Because if it was the other way around, you forgive.
There's
That's
no
what I'm
smoke
saying,
without
that
fire.
see,
But the person will be no
See, whatever it is, see,
Let
let
her
me tell you
land.
something.
Let
Let
her
me tell
land.
you something. Let me tell you something.
Okay, let me ask this question.
If
Should
let's say-
irresponsible fathers be forgiven?
Yes.
Why?
Why shouldn't they? Yes, so that they can bless you.
What do you mean?
No, if you forgive them, if you forgive your father, you are able to trigger that whatever God has given.
What are you talking
him.
about? There's
Yes.
a lot of people that are now rich and famous. They didn't even know their fathers.
It doesn't
And
well,
now the
okay,
father
so
pops up and
if
be
you
like,
can-
forgive me.
Yes. So how long? How long are you?
Hold on.
Vengeance belongs to God. See, let me tell you something.
Hold
Let
on,
me tell
hold
you
on, man,
something.
man, land
If
in,
we
I mean-
if we can forgive, if your mother can come out from anywhere and say, oh, you know what happens? Your father was not treating me well, and you listen to that story, and say, oh, this is my mother. Why can't you listen to the same story and say, this is my father? Because whatever it is, if your father was that wicked, if your father was a demon, why did your mother allow a demon to impregnate her? Unless it was a rape. No, unless it was a rape.
No, all right.
You cannot say she
Okay,
was
you land.
ignorant. Whatever, she has made a mistake.
All right.
So people should forgive their fathers, have good relationship with their fathers, and allow them to bless them, because words from your father works very well.
All right.
So please, let's not underestimate the power of our fathers and be saying, oh, I'm doing this because of my mother's prayer, your blessings are in the hands of your fathers.
Okay,
So
sister-
make peace with them.
Sister Doreen.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
So it's just like, pray for your enemies.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Okay, so starting from the question, everybody deserves forgiveness.
Okay.
So far as sometimes they come willingly to ask for it, I think we should find it in our hearts to forgive them, whether the woman or the man.
So please, hold on.
Okay.
So I want to ask this. The fathers that, intentionally leave the kids.
Yeah.
So when they come back, should we forgive them?
Yes,
Yes.
please find it in
They
your heart to
intentionally.
yes.
Yeah.
And they
Forgive them.
knew they are giving the woman hard labor.
And even the child.
Hard labor.
Yes.
Into wadwin
But
at now
forgive
Say hard
them.
labor.
Forgive them.
Wakosa sisi
Forgive them.
Why ye?
Why ye waba?
Toba.
We should forgive.
Forgive them.
Sometimes it's not because why
Hallelujah.
you
God will deal with him. Forgive
You
them.
know, he took those decisions based on circumstances that I, as a
Yeah.
child, did not know. Sometimes even the mother, you might
Yes.
not know. Men are very difficult, or it's very difficult for men to communicate some sort of hardship to the family or
That's true.
women.
Yeah,
That's
you
true.
get
That's
it.
So whatever be the reason, for him to come and ask for forgiveness is another kind of courage that
Yeah.
has taken him
Yes.
to come.
Yes.
So just find it in your heart, whoever, to forgive him.
Yes.
Accepting them back into your lives is a decision that I will not comment
Sometimes
on.
it even opens
Yes.
another
Yes,
door.
I
You
will
get
not
what I'm
comment
trying to
on that
say?
one.
Yes.
But we have to forgive them.
Because
And
Jesus
then-
even talk about his father a lot. Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus always talk about the
also want
father.
Ona papa nyame awon kan wa so.
to- Rebecca,
Jesus talk about
I think
the
say for the parents no, the reason Kafa obi say na o they call men so we say they see where were they
They like when why do they leave? I think no more
Yeah.
Go for me show responsibilities.
Yes,
true.
and some of the reasons na man ban I
na
think
usro no
we should
ukom wan dwin
Say no
there be no
And
name
we
say
any there.
or name say child the
Ebeba.
consequences of having a child ebeba.
But so we
no,
who needs a child.
But you people said,
listen, listen.
when you are,
Let me come-
you see that come back to
Hold on,
you.
hold on, hold on. Yeah. Everybody come.
this I want to ask this question.
Ask.
Please,
Listen, yeah,
when it comes to pregnancy,
Yes.
do you sit and discuss about it and agree to it? Because sometimes that's what we forget.
You get what I'm
Yes.
saying?
You understand?
Communication
Then-
is
we are
very
supposed
important.
to. Some of them
And
will
that
do,
is
some
why
of them
it
we
doesn't
don't.
happen.
See, Kofi, that's why I
some
blame the
of
women.
them will
See,
do,
that's
some
why I
of them
blame
will
the
do.
Because
women.
pregnancy it should
Yes,
be
because we are the
agreement.
ones going to carry the
Understand,
thing.
Are we
Yes.
ready?
Yes.
And yes, I will paint, because we won't now pay then you fight your way
See,
through.
Kafo,
then you get it.
quickly, I'll come in there. That is where our society must also permit. Menewo, yakoye bibi. We never thought about it. Genuinely, you're not ready, I'm not ready. But the system and the society that we are in, can I talk about abortion?
Yeah.
Am I free to walk with my partner into a facility and say that we are not ready,
for a
but
baby.
this is where we are.
And so
We want to
that-
terminate
no,
it.
that- no, that- no.
The system is not
That's why-
supportive.
That's why family planning is there.
Before then,
No,
say,
say
family
we
plan
after-
need their
yeah,
balance.
after that,
Single-
say
single
one, you
parent
know,
number,
okay, all right, okay.
Until no sisi ano ye do honom. Now the system have to be flexible enough for me to be able to
Go to-
walk into
the-
a facility,
to
talk
be like,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Me being educated about it, taking it off.
Then you see population.
Then my family planning now.
No, no, yes, sir.
That's it.
Na population anything na creative virus na akun crop
Ampa.
so that the population
See, that
can
is the
balance.
basic. That's the basic of the topic single parenting, because a lot of single parenting wouldn't have started in the first place if we had the opportunity
to sit.
to
Yeah.
No,
end.
Talk
to-
about
yeah.
some
end
of these things.
Oh,
the
no, even talk
situation.
about it like.
I mean, through abortion is what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If I ain't
To
talking
terminate
about
it.
single
Okay.
parenting
Okay.
at all,
Because you confirm
because
baby
what
when
are
you
some
come
of the
there.
reasons? If people I would say, oh, you're scared of responsibility because I wasn't ready. And you'll be on a level of tolerance. It is so obedient. Or Becca say, I'm taking that high risk to defend or to stay by. No. Secondly, man or woman may abandon my child or yes, I'll abandon the child with one of the parents. Esan say, I want to perhaps further my education or advance in career. That means that man you're ready, man planning. Into that termination period, I better solve it problem.
Simple.
What are some of the reasons why people will end
Obu
up
ogo
being,
nye ready, crap,
being
like-
single?
I don't understand why you people keep saying ready, like I mean, when you go to have unprotected sex, what do you expect?
Oh, to feel the feel.
Exactly. I mean, it's a natural call.
So it means
So you might
that
want to attend to it.
so it means that if we are really who we say we are, it means that and let's say these men are as demons as we say they are.
We haven't
you-
said so. We haven't
But
said so.
majority
You women
don't
are the-
say.
you women are the
So if
demons.
we are dealing with the demons, if we are dealing with the demons, let's have
Hello.
conversation with them.
Hello, pick
Yeah.
up my call. I say, you women are the demons. And you're
No, for me, I know men are, but I mean, majority of women will say, because
Alright.
anytime there's pregnancy, we attack the men. So let's say you men are the demons. So we are the good people. We are an agent for our kids. Let's have conversations. Let's not be selfish that because of 30 minutes enjoyment, we will bring somebody to come
Alright.
and suffer. So let's have conversation with the men that, okay, maybe this thing that I'm doing, are you ready in case of there's an emergency? If it's not ready, you people should use protection. Simple.
All right. Bro, on what we discussed, I would like to give your general thought on it, single parenting.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not a good thing. I mean, I don't support that.
Yeah.
And I believe that, I mean, you guys should sit and agree. Both of you should agree. Because sometimes single parenting, it affects the kids so much in so many ways.
Right.
You get it? I mean, every kids want to grow up seeing their mom and dad. Do you understand? Together all the time. You get it? So when they are growing up and they are not seeing that and they are seeing their friends, you know, with
the
their
two
parents,
parents,
being happy. Charlie, sometimes it affects us, even academically.
Oh.
You know,
Also, madam.
what I say, you know, please, they should agree. They should understand. They should know that, oh, this is what they are going to get themselves into, and they are ready.
Facts.
Not to worry that unborn. Maybe I call baby, I want to cry, or we are so open.
No go pay. What did I buy Ghana no pay? That's what's up, Mona Lisa.
I always come for my fellow women that right now we are like the agents. Like, let's be selfless. You know, if you want to do something with someone, make sure, especially don't be doing friends with benefits and be doing unprotected sex or for fun. No, sex is not for fun. Okay, I can't explain it for people, but whatever it is, if you are having unprotected sex with someone and you think that person is not ready for any commitment, I believe you have to stop. You have to stop, because don't bring a human being and then when you'll be making noise that he has left you. He told you he was not ready. Don't force him to be a father. He's not ready to be a father. So don't force any man to be a father. And the men too. Don't have unprotected sex with a woman that you know that, oh no, this one is not a potential mother or maybe like a potential, wife. So that to avoid all these problems, don't impregnate someone and you be saying that, oh no, this person cannot be, but you left it there. So what were you expecting? So yeah, so I think we all need to play a role so that we will save the country.
We save the country.
Yes.
Not a single shot. Sister
Okay.
Doreen.
I think I will shift quickly to the societal part. It's not all single parents that come about because of these numerous reasons we've discussed. Some of them also come about, for example, divorce. So really, we married, we plan to have the kids and all that. So divorce sets in, and then all these ones follow. Another reason is death.
Yeah.
So one of them dies, and then it happens. Another reason is we agreed to have a child, but at the end of the day, we never prayed for a disabled child. So we have a disabled child, and we are not prepped enough up here to be able to take care of them. So I tend to abandon the child with one of the parents.
Yeah.
Sometimes the other parent eventually will also abandon the child. So all of these are not something that we have direct control over.
Yeah.
As in the way that Kafu was saying that we should plan. That one is
Yeah,
out
but
of that scope.
I'll add to that.
Yeah, that's out of that scope. And so when it happens that single parenting has to be practiced, then I'm saying that please, whether you are the father, whether you are the mother, you should be able to psychologically, mentally, spiritually, physically, like be strong.
All the Kalis.
And seek for support. You can't do it all. and there's no reward at the end of the day in doing it all. Never. So the one parent that will try to say, I'm going to take care of you 100%, and then input in your brain or imbibe in you that the other half of the parents was bad. So you will lose. They will grow up, they will think for themselves.
All right.
And so,
Yeah,
just
so
go
Jack,
out
I
there.
want to add this, like the woman that, as she said, so women, yes. So we that, okay, we plan our lives that, okay, I'm going to marry a rich person, and then, yeah, when I marry that person, that is all. As she said, there can be divorce and there can be death. So it means that you don't enter marriage with 20 cedis in your account. You make sure that as a woman, you build yourself before you marry. So that in case anything happens, you can still stand in for your children.
So, if you
So
marry
it
a
shouldn't
rich
be
man,
like, yes, you
what if
should.
you marry a rich man and he dies and
should-
all his wealth becomes yours?
Then yes, you are okay. But
soft
I
life.
mean, anything can happen, as she said. Have your own money for the sake of your children.
All right.
Yeah.
On that
No,
note,
sorry, I want to chip in with
Quickly,
some
bro.
of these single parenting can be prevented. You know, with what she said, you know, sometimes you meet somebody like, and when you give birth, then you give birth to a special kid because they fail to go and check. I mean, who they
I
are.
think
If
the genotype or something.
yes, and
Yeah.
that thing is very important.
Say,
sickle
imagine
cell.
something I say.
There
I know.
I know
the
outcome no
Facts.
How-
100% right. But once when you so show be an answer, you check it.
that's where the mistake is.
Hold on, bro. It's Uber to me. Don't say you back at him. Say who share about.
Rapani.
Oh, me ba mama no si ma me fa some internet question I say.
Okay.
Who share about who feeling now pen as someone in the bank come now. So you check it.
I tell you.
Oh,
Hey.
back out.
No,
And
like,
on can
because
but
Exactly.
then making sure also say before there is
yeah, but worry,
intimacy. No, never worry. Because don't invest in emotions before. It's
It's
you know,
bro,
Oba
neba,
Kasabi
neba.
I said 1 week, never
because
take you, say 2 weeks. So
okay,
then you are mindful.
Okay,
Yes.
so someone having sex that.
Yes.
When
I'm answering for him, don't worry.
Hold on. It's more go check here now. Oh no, go. Don't act like it. Hold on, bro.
Miniba.
Oh, Matthias, but someone in the year on protected sex, no.
Uwo
Oh, Matthias. Okay, Matthias. Mini one, but so I own protected sex that.
Minkai.
Is it your
But he'll give you that.
Hold on, but so I own protected sex.
Minkai.
One guy's why I own protected
The
sex.
Minkai.
Try for your Kai.
We're keeping 100. You're keeping 30.
No Minkai.
That's why I will protected
There's
sex.
so much
protect it,
going on
yeah.
right now
We
that
protect it.
you will not remember everything.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
So on that note, as they said, I think if you're not ready, don't have unprotected sex, and single parents, sometimes we go a better because wawari na sister doing Canada.
Enu bia nso ni o wa hye oba unhye dan nim no wo ba bia na unini ko have unprotected sex meanwhile e bia or STDs like you don't know later na wa come messy one up nti odo ni hu ye offend no you don't care to check about
life.
that.
Hold on, Matthew, the can I say?
Oh, mama mi bu e
bro, Matthew, can I ma boom for calm down? Me say sometimes so much you who baby say na can no.
Oh,
mama no see question
no
is
that time no etwem
Matthias here. Matthias the okay bia no kre. Also who obi status as another na
who
ko.
hu oba o de koso.
Asama make an who say who ni person make who person make. Hold on, it's no. Who person o chair with camera in if the case in you say who share ba now we can open asama. The first thing I been so busy for
Semi show na mi nim say oh we dey ma share me fimpade.
True.
I'll go to that extreme to get to know. That's where you are getting to know somebody. Yeah. I mean, sometimes when you say you have met some
situation there, maybe on one thing led to another, only go be be that.
I'll protect.
Hold on, but said there's a lot of some diseases because through kissing you can get it. Herpes and all of that, you can get it through that.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
so what are you talking about? How well can you protect yourself?
No, Kafo Kase on a normal circumstance.
And he's creating awareness.
This is what
I asked
everybody
him.
done.
That's not
He's
perfect.
creating, so don't judge him. That is his past.
Fix your mind that when I meet someone, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is how I want it. You get guided, and then what's the paper now? Who say you quickly come back into line. So
as rightfully as he said, Like I think so if you're not ready to be a single parent, don't have unprotected sex. It all start from there. Yeah. So this is our conversation for today. Single parenting. This show is actually brought to you by Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic and Underdog Prestige Limited. Your whole family, don't forget to pray. There's the answer is always Jesus. My name is Striker the Miracle. See you same time next time. Let's go.
China said, oh, best sales is no, China no, Pema Demi China no, I am going so, who be Tiago Cantini, yo. I am going so, who be Tiago